What's up, Raptors fans? Welcome to the Waters Report. With the amount of players the Raptors have signed the last couple of days, you would think we are an NBA free agency. So we got news yesterday about some COVID protocols and the Raptors losing some players. We got some more news today about Malachi Flynn, Fred Vanvleet, Precious Achiuwa, and Scottie Barnes as well. So the Raptors decided to sign a couple of players, Tremont Waters, to attend a hardship deal. And this was announced just as I was getting ready to watch or record this video, I should say. The Raptors add DJ Wilson as a COVID replacement player as well. So for today's video, I'm going to really go in depth about these players and break their games down. And I'm telling you guys, these are two players you are going to want to keep your eye on because they're really exciting players. And I think as NBA fans and even Nick Nurse is really going to like some of the things they bring to the Raptors. So I'm going to break their game down in today's video. So if you're ready to watch this video, make sure to hit the like button. If you want to hit the subscribe button, that would be awesome. We're super close to 2,800 subscribers. I also try to get the Raptors news to you as fast as possible. So it'd be very cool if you guys could hit that subscribe button. And with that being said, let's get into today's video. And as you guys know, I do like to give out shout outs on this channel. So for today's video, the shout out goes out to Cardi. So Cardi, thank you so much for supporting this channel through your likes and comments. It is very much appreciated. And let's talk about player number 1. Now, when we talk about Tremont Waters, it's important to kind of highlight his height, his weight, and what position he plays. So as you see, he's listed as a point guard. He's very young. He's 23 years old. He's listed at 5'10". Now, this may be a little bit of a surprise considering that the Raptors were just signing what seemed like every 6'8", 6'9" guy on the free agent market this summer. But the Raptors have now signed 2 guys that are under 6 foot, both point guards. So the Raptors signed Tremont Waters. Now, when you take a look at his statistics, there's not a lot that jumps out at you. He did play with the Boston Celtics in the NBA and didn't really average a lot of minutes. 10 minutes, 9 minutes. And again, you take a look at his statistics, nothing really jumps out, but his three-point shooting is really impressive. The fact that he went from shooting 16.7% to 39.5%, that's a near 23% jump, which is quite impressive considering that, young players usually take a while to develop. So his three-point shot has improved quite a bit. And also his free throw percentage as well is really impressive there. But I want to go a little bit deeper, guys. I want to give you a bigger sample size of what his statistics would be like if he got more playing time and also if he's playing against G League players. So when we talk about that, as you see there, this is much better when you see him playing 33 and 31 minutes the last few seasons in the G League. And what really stands out, much like some of the players we signed yesterday, was his passing ability. And I can't emphasize that enough, guys, because I'm going to give you a couple player comparisons here. Now, when we talk about Tremont Waters, and I know this may not be the best player comparison given that this player is having kind of a down year, but Kemba Walker, this guy is a bucket getter. When we talk about Tremont Waters, his skill set and what he's able to bring to the Raptors on the offensive side, it's a lot like Kemba Walker, his game. Obviously not to that same level because he would have been on an NBA team already had he been performing at that level. But in terms of tools and skills-wise, he's able to break defenses down with his quickness, with his dribbling, and he can shoot the three-point ball. As you see there, his statistics prove that. He can also take jump shots as well. And I'm going to throw out actually another player comparison, one that we're very familiar with, and Kyle Lowry, not in terms of his game entirely, but just when you see Tremont Waters attack the basket, he really does a good job of shielding the ball. And that is something we saw with Kyle Lowry as well. Kyle Lowry was not the tallest player on the court, but he did a tremendous job of shielding the basketball. And you see some of the similar things in Tremont Waters as well. When he goes to the basket, he does a solid job of using his body to kind of block off the defenders from getting the ball and blocking his shot. So he does a good job of that as well. And when we talk about his passing ability, guys, I can't emphasize this enough. His court vision is absolutely unbelievable. His court vision, dare I say, guys, bold statement here, better than Malachi Flynn, better than Fred Vanvleet. When you see some of his highlights, how he's finding these guys and how he's able to make these passes, it just shows his ability to find other guys and just how he sees the court in general. He can attack the basket, he can break defenses down, and when he attracts defenses towards himself because he's making shots, he just finds that teammate that's cutting, that's in the corner there. He does a tremendous job of that. He's also getting you steals as well. As you see there, he's doing a great job of getting steals, and it's only improved to 2.7 steals per game. So personally, I'm really excited about Tremont Waters. I know he's a little bit undersized for a point guard. I can't really comment too much on his defense. I wouldn't say he's a great defender, but he definitely is a very sneaky defender in terms of being able to grab loose balls and really just kind of get those sneaky steals. So I'm excited. I'm guessing he's going to get a lot of minutes considering that all of our 3 point guards are out, not including Goran Dragic, who's obviously not playing for the Raptors. But let's move on to our next player, that we signed today, and that is DJ Wilson. So a lot of Raptors fans were saying yesterday we didn't sign a center, and although DJ Wilson is listed as a power forward, 6'10", 231 pounds, I think it's a safe bet to say that Nick Nurse will definitely play him at that center position. Now we know Precious Achiuwa is out. Cam Birch has those knee issues, so we don't know how much he's going to be playing the next 10 days or so while those COVID protocols are happening, or while our other players are in COVID protocols. But DJ Wilson, very interesting player, 231 pounds. He's, again, much like Tremont Waters, very young player, 25 years old. He's actually drafted in the first round, 17th overall by the Milwaukee Bucks as well. So when we talk about DJ Wilson and some of his statistics, again, you don't really get a huge sample size when you take a look at their stats because they're playing limited minutes. Now, he actually did play 18 minutes for the Milwaukee Bucks in 2018 to 2019. We actually, if you look up his highlights on YouTube, you'll see that he actually played in the series against the Raptors when we won the championship. So he's put up decent stats. Again, one stat that I really like about him, his ability to space the floor. Now I'm going to go again on G League stats because it's a better size of, more minutes, more touches than what this player would be like if he got more minutes. And you just see him play against, I would say, the same talent-wise, right, when they're playing against G League players. But when you talk about DJ Wilson, what really gets me excited about his game, now he's actually struggled shooting the three-point ball this season in G League, as you see there, 23%. But he's a really good three-point shooter, but he's someone that can really break other centers down with his quickness and his ability to dribble the ball. Now, it seems very similar to Precious Achiuwa, but it's not, because we see Precious Achiuwa sometimes just run down the court in tunnel vision. DJ Wilson is a pretty smart player in terms of his ability to really spin move, also dribble the ball as well. He can hit those jump shots as well, which is really impressive for someone his size. He's got quick feet. He doesn't have slow feet. He's quick-footed. He can really hit those jump shots. I've seen a few highlights of him even hitting turnaround jump shots. So that's pretty impressive. So someone his size, DJ is going to be that stretch big man who can really space the floor for us. Again, it is a G League, it is a 10-day contract. I don't want to overhype the signing too much, but just in terms of what he's able to do. Now, I actually didn't think he was a great rebounder in terms of when you take a look at his highlights, but clearly he's improved on that because you look at his last couple of seasons, he's averaging a decent amount of rebounds. His assist column as well, he did a decent job. I wouldn't say he's a great passer, but he did a good job of finding cutters. He also did a great job of just moving the ball as well. And one aspect that goes a little bit unnoticed and doesn't really show up on the stat sheet, except for the one season where he's blocked 2 shots, DJ Wilson is someone who would really contest shots. So he's not like Chris Boucher where he aimlessly just jumps to get blocks and kind of I wouldn't say it's Chris Boucher stat pads, but DJ Wilson is a smart shot blocker is what I'll say. He contests shot. He's able to get block shots as well. So DJ Wilson is a really intriguing player. Again, these are 2 really good young players. I think they're really smart players. I think DJ Wilson is definitely one that needs a little bit more development in terms of getting more playing time and just getting more touches as well. So we'll see maybe one of these guys. I'm going to go on a bold statement here and say one of these guys cracks the final roster spot. Unless a trade happens where we're getting a couple players back, these are 2 really talented players. I'm really excited about both of them, but I'd have to say I'm really excited about DJ Wilson because of some of the things he's able to do. He's able to stretch the floor for the Raptors. He's able to hit jump shots within the three-point line. That's pretty impressive. He's able to hit turnaround shots. He can pass the ball. Those are some of the things you really want in your big man. Now, he is a little bit weaker. Again, he is a developing big man. He doesn't have a lot of strength, but he definitely tries his hardest on defense. So I'm excited about these 2 players. Of course, we did sign Nick Stauskas as well yesterday. I don't want to talk too much about him. We know he's a three-point shooter. We'll see. I see him getting a little bit of a role like Matt Thomas where he plays for 5-10 minutes, even with all these COVID protocols. So it'll be interesting to see all of these new guys we signed, but especially these 2 players I'm really excited about. The ones we signed today in Tremont Waters and DJ Wilson. But I do want to ask you guys, who are you more excited to see? DJ Wilson or Tremont Waters? Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, guys, I got a trivia question for you today. And that trivia question is, after Chris Bosh, who was the second leading scorer for the Raptors during the 2005-2006 season? Was it Jalen Rose, A, Jalen Rose? Was it B, Andrea Bargnani? Was it C, Morris Peterson? Or was it D, Mike James? So whoever answers this question correctly first in the comment section gets a shout out in my next video. So I just want to thank you guys so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching this video. And I hope you guys have yourselves a great day.